So yeah, guys. My name is Sashind, and I work for Mint's personal finance team. And today we are going to discuss an interesting app called OpiGo. So there has been a lot of news lately, right? That stock trading is very difficult. Not many people are able to make profits from stock trading. And in that context, if there are some apps or some software that can help people practice or improve their trading skills, then it might be useful for the end investor, right? And with this, I'm also along with you guys, I'm here to explore what OpiGo is all about. So yeah, Devans, can you tell me a little bit about yourself and why you left your day job to start this startup called OpiGo? So what inspired you to start this company?
Right, absolutely. So, since childhood, I was very clear that I have to do something of my own. वो तो था कि करेंगे तो खुद का करेंगे, but क्या करना है? The segment was still a question mark. And I was 14 when I was first introduced to stocks as a concept, and I found it highly fascinating. कि आप रूम में बैठ रहे हो, AC रूम में बैठ रहे हो, you're pressing few buttons and potentially earning money or potentially making profit. I'll use the word potentially. So I found that concept very nice and very accessible. I mean, anyone can start trading or investing. And being born in a Gujarati family, half of your social gatherings always have stock talks going on. के क्या खरीदा, कितने में खरीदा, और अब क्या आगे खरीदने वाले हो. So I've always been in that ecosystem of stocks. As far as my education is concerned, I was doing charter accountancy, and a very dry, boring subject, accounting, taxation, audit, you know about it. So after doing CA also, I completely ditched all the charter accountancy segments, and I went into wealth management. I joined ASK Wealth. ASK Wealth comes in the top 5 wealth management companies in India, and they are managing about $10 billion of AUM, 80,000 crores around, and doing fantastic. So I was in their family office team, basically investors with portfolio size of hundreds of thousands of crores. They become our family office clients, and we used to manage and advise their portfolio end to end. So we were a team of 6, and the experience over there was phenomenal. What I understood at ASK Wealth was that even the richest of the richest Indians, they have this fascination of sparing some money to invest directly in stocks. कि वो they used to tell us कि देवांश मेरा 15-20 करोड़ साइड में रख, वो फॉर माय ट्रेडिंग, बाकी अमाउंट का तो प्लान बना दे. And that is where the maximum money also used to the losses used to incur the most, when they took up things directly. So then after ASK, I soon realized that अगर कुछ करना है, ultimately खुद का तो करना ही है, and startup launch करेंगे तो it will be in the direct equity segment, where I see unlimited money and I see unlimited problems. So I found a gap, and I thought that we need to disrupt this segment, which is not yet disrupted in a major way. So that was the inspiration to launch a startup in the stock market segment.
So Devans, interesting background that you have. You were managing, helping the rich families, manage their money, and now you have started this app called OpiGo, which essentially aims to help the basic investor. Basic, when I mean to say basic, they are the Tom and Joe, Harry kind of a investor, right? But Devan, tell me what exactly is OpiGo and what kind of investor or trader problem they're exactly trying to solve.
Right. So a lot of people ask me, what does OpiGo mean? And so basically, OpiGo stands for Opinions on the Go. Now, we are simply changing the way people discuss stocks among friends or with experts or with yourself. It's just about that behavioral thing. It's more of a behavioral thing. So as I mentioned about OpiGo, so your question, what problem we are trying to solve. So as I mentioned about the social gatherings from Gujarati Lokka or anyone, where they talk about stocks, the sad part is those talks used to actually translate into their actual investments. And that's how people actually invest. If someone trustworthy is telling me, So the very next day I'll call up my broker and execute that trade. So that is a big problem. And what we are simply trying to do is create a lifestyle habit. So it's not a service, it's not an AI, or it's not a tool or a product that we are selling. It's more, it needs to infuse in you. Like tomorrow morning, if you want to talk about stocks, do it through OpiGo. Timestamp it. Like if you're talking about a stock, if it's going to go up or if it's going to go down, timestamp it on OpiGo. So it's clearer to your audience also, and everyone can keep a track of who is talking about which stock and how actually it has fared. Now I'll get a little technical. We'll go 20 years behind. 20 years back, you know how a stockbroker used to pitch to their potential clients to open a demat account? They used to say that our in-house research team is very strong. We give high quality stock recommendations and our team experience is fantastic. So come open a demat account with us. So that time, research was the product. After 2012, discount broking platforms came in, and their narrative was very simple. Boss, we'll give you lightning speed execution at no cost or a low cost, but we don't have any sort of in-house advisory team or anything. Like we'll simply enable buying, selling at lightning speed. And people chose that. People chose execution. So that time execution became the product. And now in this entire journey from research to execution, this entire transition, investors chose कि हम execution focus करते हैं, ये research का stock tips का जुगाड़ हम खुद से कर लेंगे. So now investors like you and me, we are left only with three sources of stock recommendations or investment advice. First is you simply do your own stock research. You dig into the numbers, do your own research and invest. A very low proportion, let me tell you. Today, even experts rely on some other expert and they give their recommendations. Second is you go for paid advisory. You pay to stock experts, SEBI experts, and get your stock recommendations. A very upcoming thing right now. And third is you simply follow your friends, families, Telegram channels, your WhatsApp groups, or your social gatherings. And let me tell you, 76% fall in this third category, friends and families. Today in India, we have 8 crore unique investors, as per the latest NSE report, 8 crore unique investors, and we are expecting this to cross by 25 crores in the next 5-7 years. And there are some 40 crore millennials who discuss investments and finance as a subject online. So with this growing these numbers are only going to rise. So with these growing numbers, there is no ecosystem for people to actually rely on someone and execute their trades. So we have simply created a platform that has the right set of features that will help you to choose the right stock from the right expert. That's it. I mean, we are just giving you a greater reach with transparency. It's as simple as that.
So, Devans, can you simplify just a little bit? So, from what I understood is a lot of people are taking advice from other people, and this can be friends or family or even the social media, right? But why can't people just lot of people, whether it is legal or not illegal, are posting their opinions on Twitter and on YouTube and on Instagram. So why should people, go to this platform called OpiGo to take to understand what other people are doing? What does it exactly do, and what are the special features in this app?
Right. So before I share my screen, so you spoke about two segments. First is the advisors, and second is all the Twitter gurus or your friends, families, whoever, who are registered and non-registered, basically. So registered folks, they can give stock recommendations and accept money for it. These non-registered guys, they can only talk about stocks or give opinions, but they cannot accept money for talking or access to those views. Basically, that is the differentiating factor, and that's how these Telegram channels, Twitter pages are, and Instagram pages are operating in a very, very big way. I mean, you see the number of followers; it's crazy. So now what is happening? Someone posting something on Twitter, they are doing it in a text form. I don't know what stock he's talking about, at what price he wrote about that stock. Today, what is the price? Whether there is an exit call, whether he actually has that stock in his portfolio, there is absolutely no transparency. So On OpiGo, we have tool sets for registered guys and non-registered guys also. I'll now share the screen so whatever I'm talking makes more sense if visuals are on. Yeah, so you can see, right?
Yes.
So that's OpiGo. And on OpiGo, what we have done is whatever opinion or whatever idea that you have about any stock, you can share it in a card form. So what you're seeing right now is a card. So Rishabh has put up a card of Swan Energy Limited, and we timestamp it. If you see, added at 405.
Okay.
And now he has a bullish, this is a bullish card. So he's bullish for this stock for next 1 week. And he's looking at a potential upside of up to 5%. And on the right side, we have the live prices. It's all real time. And you can see the performance of this card as well. Now, to further amplify the whole community aspect, we are having upvote, downvote, comments. I can actually, comment on this card to get more views. I can share this card on WhatsApp or with my friends. I can also track this card. So what does that mean? It's like Instagram save feature. So I'm tracking this card. That means tomorrow morning, if Rishabh is no longer bullish, so he can close this card. It's like an exit call. So now we'll close this card and I'll get an intimation since I'm tracking the card. Also, when this card achieves its target, I'll get a notification. Also, when the card becomes overdue and doesn't achieve the target, I'll get an overdue notification. So now I'm always updated with this idea that Rishabh has posted. And the best part is this card cannot be deleted. He can only close it. So if I visit his profile, I can actually see all the. I'll visit my profile now. So if I go to my profile, I can see my followers profile overview. So on the profile overview, we give a small snapshot about the performance analytics of any user. So basically, we have a scoring system, and all the cards that you upload translates into your profile score based on the performance. So if your cards perform better, your score goes up, and vice versa. So this is where we are bringing the whole reliability and transparency aspect. And since you cannot delete the cards, you cannot even manipulate your list. So now I am having some 11 cards with an average return of 41% per card, which means that if you would have invested in all of my 11 cards, I would have made 41% average per card. And I can see the cards that are open and closed. So this is these are all the cards. I can filter the cards over here. I can tap on any card and see. So this is a closed card. I closed this card in 36 days after posting. So everything is timestamped. What we want to ultimately achieve is that all the stock talks that are happening online, we want to aggregate all the opinions on one platform. So everyone has a track of everyone with the performance analytics. This becomes very convenient, right? You know who actually to trust, because अभी क्या होता है, जो कॉन्फिडेंस से बोलता है ना, उसको people blindly follow them. कि आंख बंद करके ले 6 महीने में डबल. You will very next day go and buy that stock, but you don't know his past trades, his success ratio. It's very difficult in that sense. So that is where the transparency comes into the play. We also have a polling feature, so you can actually do a poll, and you can also reach out to a wider audience. I'll just filter polls over here if there are any. So this guy has put up a poll. What is your view on Tata Motors? Or you can also do a compare poll. So now this guy has compared between two stocks. You can actually compare, and you can also rank multiple stocks. So that way the whole community helps you with your queries. And you can also see the polling analytics over here. So it becomes very easy for anyone to keep an eye on your queries. Then we have weekly, monthly leaders over here. You can access all the monthly and weekly leaders. There is a trending stocks category. So you get your very first list of stocks that actually matter, and people are stocks that people are talking about. You can also access all the winning cards by users, all the news. So basically for anyone who has just heard कि stock से पैसे बन सकता है, but मुझे research नहीं करना है. So then the only option you have is to follow an expert or your research. So we provide all of that on the application. Then every stock has a fans club, and there is a money control like forum for all the stocks. So it's very exhaustive in that way. And we are bringing in better inclusiveness and reach for all the users. Yeah, go on, Sashind.
So Devans, can we send messages to each other people on the platform? Is there
So basically on this chat room, this is a new feature, slightly new feature. So basically over here, all the members can, it's like a big group chat. So every member comes over here and they discuss or ask or just mingle with each other. Like anything trending or any new IPO listed. So that chatter, that gossip, that grapevine is always over here. It's like very inclusive chat room that we have. One-on-one chat we had, but we removed it because it wasn't being used that much. So maybe, yeah, in the upcoming features, we'll have it on.
so Devans, can I start taking some questions that we receive?
Yeah.
So
Just
somebody's
worried about the call
asking,
should drop off.
wondering.
Yeah,
Okay,
go on.
we'll just take few questions and then we'll just end it there. So somebody's
Sure,
asking,
sure.
wondering from where OpiGo makes money. So how does OpiGo make money?
Yeah. So as of now, it's we are fully free. We are completely free, and very soon we are launching a marketplace. This marketplace is going to aggregate all the verified experts where they can come and run their channels. So we are basically will be creating a real-time distribution platform for all the uh, registered folks. There are some 2,600 registered folks in India, and anyone can come run their channels on our application. And from that, we'll earn commission, listing fees, and some other ways of making money right over there. And also, we are going to soon integrate the buying selling option. So anyone can buy and sell any stock from there with their existing stockbroker. So that will also give us some revenues from the transaction fees. And we are having an e-commerce funnel over here. Basically, there is a reward card system. So you can actually post one reward card every day. And if that card performs, you get a cashback. And you also get some coupon codes and vouchers, which you can use against our partnered brands. So that's the revenue plans in future.
Got it. So Devans, from our short this one webinar, what I understood from our conversation is there are a lot of people talking about stocks on Twitter, or some party conversations around which stocks to buy and which stock to sell. But what OpiGo does is it's an app where people can pull in whatever they have said, and there is a history of what they have done in the past, so people can know कि अच्छा इसने ये बोला था, तो how much return has he been able to generate, and there is a proper track record which people can use to identify genuine people, and not just identify other people, but can also use this to keep a track of what they are doing themselves, right?
Correct.
Which in broker terminal it might get a little tricky over time. So this is like a thing that you can maintain for your own satisfaction also.
Exactly. Yeah. So instead of now talking on your WhatsApp groups or in person over a phone call, just ask them to put down OpiGo. OpiGo is your practice ground basically. You practice by putting up cards. There are so many housewives, you won't believe, now they use OpiGo to actually practice before playing with the real money. And they are competing with their own friends, boosting the score, coming in the weekly leaders, and they are it's all about getting that right platform in real time. And it's a great learning
So
platform.
Devant, we're running little short on time. Let's take one more question, and which
Yeah,
is
yeah, sure.
anything in the near future that you're planning to launch, any new feature you can maybe answer in 30-40 seconds.
Yeah. So basically, as I mentioned, the buying selling part. So every card will have a trade button. So you can actually execute any card right over there inside our application only, but with your own stockbroker. So that becomes like an all-in-one app. So then you don't have to go anywhere else. Your friends are there, all the experts are there, all the news is there, all the stock research can happen on our app, and it's all real time and transparent. So you directly have one app for all your investing needs. And not in near future, but in a little after some months, basically we are having data for all the asset classes. It's not only stocks, so we can actually launch multiple asset classes including crypto. I mean, tomorrow morning, even if we want to launch crypto, we have the tech and the data ready with us in more than 50 plus countries. It's not only India. So basically, you simply we'll be the standalone platform to launch any asset class in any country. So tomorrow morning, if I want to go with cryptos in London, I can actually do that. It's like less than 15 days of tech work for us. So that's the scale we have planned, and slowly, slowly we'll we are also closing our fundraise very soon. It's looking all positive. So let's see. The growth is
Okay.
yeah evident.
I think Devans, with that, we're slightly running out of time. A lot of things to talk about, but also do your own research. And this is a platform and this is a tool, but it's up to you to use it very responsibly. Do your own research and don't invest too much of your money if you're just starting out. And I'm sure Devans will also do a lot to educate investor on their platform, so use it responsibly. It's a very useful tool. And yeah, with that, I mean, thanks everyone for joining this webinar and see you soon. Any question you can drop to in OpiGo's various social media handles, and hope you enjoy using that. Thank you, Devan, for
Nice.
joining.